Alright, so I'm going to be doing a review on another review that has recently been blowing up my newsfeed, and basically everyone in the Northwest hardcore scene has watched. I don't believe everyone has, but if you haven't, you probably want to go watch it unless you get pissed off easily. So basically, he is a guy named Samuel Evans who went to the Bleeding Through farewell tour, West Coast tour, I believe, last night on July 20th. And it was at El Corazon, I believe. I was not there. I was in the hospital due to medical issues. I'm somewhat better now, but he made enough about me. He basically made a video and reviewed the show, and it wasn't a good review, which whatever, people have their own opinions. But what he said in the review was very unfair to a lot of people in the bands, and I'm gonna make a review on his shitty fucking review. So here it goes. First of all, Motion played. He said he got late to the show and only saw the last 60 seconds, I believe, of his show. Of their set, I believe. Yeah, something like that. And whatever, like, you missed some of the band, okay. But he said the last 60 seconds was just breakdown after breakdown after breakdown, and it just basically fucking sucked. Um, okay. You don't need to say that, but I mean, Garrett's the vocalist. His vocals are very good. I believe that they work very hard to what they do, and I've listened to their set quite a few times, and there is not breakdown after fucking breakdown. There's not much to say about that since, I wasn't there, and also he didn't say much about Motion. Motion, very good band. I believe you should check them out. Actually, I believe you should check out every band that was on this set for last night because they're all really good bands. And what he said, I don't know. Just if you want to listen to him. But I believe that these bands were well placed together. I believe. Let's just say that, and they're all very good. So if you want to look at any of the bands, please look them up. Motion did very. I know they did very good, especially from all the feedback I heard from last night. And the next band that came up, which he talked about a lot, which I will go into a lot more than any other band, was Prestige. I love Prestige. All the guys in that band, I love them to death. They're like brothers to me, and they're very nice to each one of their fans. They're not those fucking douchebags like some people are, and they all have a very good rep they have a good rep in a lot of areas, especially in Washington, since they are based off of here. And I believe they've been on tour quite a few times. They don't have a lot of bad words said about them. And my hair keeps falling my fucking face, and it's really annoying. There's not a lot of bad things said about them. I believe that they have built a very good reputation in music, and they're going to keep that away because they're smart enough. He basically said about Prestige was besides Kenny, the bassist, everyone basically was wearing short shorts, which I fucking know is not true because when guys wear short shorts to shows, it's whatever. It gets fucking hot. But he basically made fun of everyone besides Kenny for wearing short shorts, which I know that they do not wear like fucking Daisy Duke shorts. I know it's those shorts that go to like the basketball shorts or the shorts that go to like the guys' kneecaps or whatever. I don't know what to call them, but shorts. But they wear them because you try playing on stage when the lights are on you and it's fucking hot. Like I mean, like I've never been on stage, but just being like on the floor and being around the pit, even I start fucking sweating. Like it gets pretty hot, especially like when you're up there playing, you're moving around and you're doing your thing, you're playing your instrument, you're doing your vocals, whatever. Like it gets hot, and any musician that I could think of, or if I were to go ask any musician, they would most likely say, yeah, it gets fucking hot. And they wear shorts for either A, comfort, B, it gets fucking hot, or C, all those reasons. Or just, they look nice in them, whatever. And Kenny wears pants because Kenny wears fucking pants all the time. I mean, if he has basketball shorts, then he'll wear basketball shorts, but he wears pants most of the time whenever I've seen him play. I never really see him in shorts, but whatever. Kenny likes pants. Let Kenny like pants. And then he basically also said that Rob wore pants, but they ripped. Oh no, he didn't know they ripped. Basically he said that Rob, the guitarist, was wearing pants, but then later cut them into shorts. Which, if anyone knows Rob, or if anyone was at the show last night, Rob's pants ripped midway through their set. And I'm not gonna lie, if my pants ripped midway through my set, I would have done the same thing Rob did. And Rob cut his pants into short shorts. I don't know how short they were because I wasn't there, obviously. But if anyone knows Rob, we all know that he just likes to have fun and just be funny. And so he cut him to just look ridiculous and have fun. Like, that's just how Rob is. And like I said, if anyone knows him, that's how he is. That's his personality. And that's why we all love him. And he basically said the only reason why he liked Prestige was because a black guy was in the band. Thank you, Rob, for being part of the black community. Okay. Like, thank you, Sam Evans, for pointing that out that we didn't fucking know already. Another thing that he went on about, which I think was probably the worst part of the whole video, the whole review in general, besides making fun of the bands in general, but depicting on one person and going about him the most, was Justin, the vocalist. I think I've spoken to Justin quite a few times, and he is a great human being, and I think his intentions and his morals and his values in life, everything, are great. I look up to him, honestly, especially when it comes to a musician. He works hard for what he does, and a lot of musicians do that, and anyone can do that, really. And I really look up to him, and he's a really nice guy, and he's not a fucking douchebag. And props to you, Justin, for not being a douchebag. But what Sam said about Justin, I believe, was the worst fucking thing you could ever say, especially to someone as nice as Justin. If you spoke to Justin, you know what I mean. I believe it was our last song he said. I don't remember the name of the song, but I know the song he's talking about was the song that Justin wrote about losing his dad and I believe his uncle to cancer. He said that he basically called Justin a pussy faggot because he was crying, or looked like he was crying through almost each verse, which I don't, if he was, like, he's just showing even more emotion. Like, shit. The fact that even Justin got through that song, like, props. The fact that he lost 2 loved ones to cancer, and he never gets to see him ever again, never gets to talk to them ever again. The fact that you can fucking make a video and talk shit saying, yeah, he's a pussy faggot for making a song about emotion and losing someone close, and I'm never gonna see him again, it's just, he's a faggot. Like, can't believe he almost cried. Really? Fucking really? Like, if I made a song about losing someone close to me like that, I couldn't even make it through the first fucking line, because I couldn't handle the thought of that. The fact that Justin can make a song and put emotion into it like that, dude, like, I honestly, I can't even, like, speak right now, because that makes no sense to me. Like, that pisses me off more than anything. And said that Justin looks like a Down syndrome kid, and that if you ever saw Justin in public, he would walk away from him so he wouldn't get his retardation vibe. What the fuck? No, that's not fair at all. He does have Down syndrome, first of all. Just from how he looks, you're just gonna call him a Down syndrome kid? Okay, cool. And then the fact of, like, making fun of Justin having an ass. Dude, he shakes that ass everywhere. Fucking work with it, Justin. No, like, you can't bash on someone's body type. Like, how, I'm sure everyone knows this, but a lot of women will bash on other women about their body types because of what society wants them to look like. So this guy's basically doing this to another guy, and it's like, oh, boom, society isn't approving guys with big asses, so let me just bash on him real quick and talk about him looking like a Down syndrome kid. Even though he doesn't have it, he's just being a bitch about it. And also making fun of Justin for writing a beautiful song. I've heard it, it's great. And then saying he's a pussy faggot for almost crying, for losing people close to him. Okay. It's great. Good job, Sam. You're a really great guy. Another band that played was Scars of Tomorrow. I personally do not know them. I have not seen them live. I don't believe I've ever heard their music. If I have seen them live, I apologize to any band members who are watching this. I really don't remember a lot of the bands I've seen. He basically said not too much about them, just that the vocals sucked, and what else? Oh yeah, that people weren't hyped with them. Like, people weren't pitting. People more just left to go smoke a cigarette. which some bands are like that. Some bands you just really honestly can't pit to. They could be a great band, but just sometimes you just can't pit. It's just because people aren't pitting does not mean that the band's shitty. You can't base good bands off of pits. I mean, you can, but in this kind of situation, you just can't. I don't know. It's like a half. It's like a kind of half and half thing. You can sometimes, you can't sometimes. But from what I've heard, they did great. My friends recorded a few sets, and Scars of Tomorrow happened to be one of them when they sent it to me, and they were pretty good. So their vocals were not shitty. Just because people weren't pitting does not mean they're a shitty band. So don't base that kind of shit. Okay, Sam? Okay. Cool. Another band I played was Never Met a Dead Man. I have only seen them a few times. The last time I saw them was a while ago. I was in a Ted costume. I don't know why, but I was in a Ted costume when I saw them live, and they were pretty cool about it. I was just running around in a Ted costume, doing my thing, and they were really funny. And he basically said that this Sam guy basically said that Never Met a Dead Man had a good intro because it was something or whatever. I honestly don't remember parts of this video that he said, but he said their intro was good. The clean sucked. Everything else was somewhat decent. People were hyped, I presume, and I don't really remember anything else more than just him bashing on the vocals. Sorry, you guys. If you guys watch the video, you guys know what I'm talking about. Like he bashed on every band basically, but I don't remember everything he said. So my apologies if I'm leaving something important out. But yeah, their intro was good. The clean sucked. Whatever. And then comes to Winds of Plague. He said that he likes the band, but since the vocalist wasn't there, the vocalist from Scars of Tomorrow took the place of the original vocalist and was there for the night. Props to that guy for remembering his own set list and then Winds of Plague set list, And the fact that, he played just beforehand, he's probably really tired, so the fact that he's playing while fucking tired and his shit's probably tired, just props to him. I don't know who the vocalist is of Scars of Tomorrow, but I like you. It's nice to take up a job like that. He basically said that Scars of Tomorrow, vocalist when he took over, sucked. When he was in Winds of Plague, and that the original vocalist, since he was not there, he said that they were a shitty band, that there was no personality of the band, and that the vocalist is the personality of the band. Like, they are the main frame of the band. They are the big shot. Which, in a sense, that is kind of right, but I believe that the personality runs through each member of the band. That everyone in the band makes that personality, not just one person. Like, yeah, you're mainly listening to the your main focus is the vocalist, but basically, if the band wasn't behind him, it'd just be some dude screaming into a microphone with no music. So, I believe that each person brings their own personality into the band. Anyways, he also mentioned that there was a hot bitch there that was not there beforehand at the last time Winds of Plague was there. First of all, do you know who this girl is? Like, do you know her name? Because calling her a hot bitch, you could probably reference her to her name, like if it was like Jamie or Stephanie or Rebecca. Instead of calling her a fucking bitch, you could reference her by, hey, what's good? That hot girl. But he said that because she was there this time, last night, it made Winds of Plague set better. And that he would let her shit on him. And let me just say something real quick. I don't care how hot you are. I would never let a guy shit on me. I don't know if people agree with me. I mean, if there's a hot person, you're like, damn, I want that person to shit on me, I'll do his own. But just, I really don't know how to explain that any better than I just did. But yeah, do your thing, dude. How she's gonna shit on you because if you go up to a girl and you're like, damn, you're hot enough for me, or like, just please take a shit on me, you're that hot. Like, no. I highly doubt a girl will even talk to you after that. The last band, which was their farewell tour, was Bleeding Through. I've listened to their music. I'm sad that I actually didn't get to see them for their last tour. He basically was saying like they were a decent band, but it made it better because the girl in the band was hot. Really. So in order to like a band, there either has to be a black guy or a girl. Okay. Good going, Sam. You're really racking up the points right now on all this shit. I really don't remember what he said about Bleeding Through. What I do remember was that I said about the hot girl. I forgot her name. I believe it begins with an M. I know they're a really good band. I've listened to them, but man, I wish I saw them live. God, just this guy. Oh my God. He really didn't say anything bad about the last two bands, really, but he really didn't say anything bad about Bleeding Through either. Um, Whatever. He mainly just talks shit about everyone who played first. So, but to finish off this video, because I know this video is longer than his video already. If you watch the video again, or if you want to, or if you've never seen it and you don't know what I'm talking about, I will put it like under this whatever I'm posting on, and so you can see it. But if you look to the middle bottom-ish right side, there is a fat fucking dildo. Like, yeah, it's right there. And I looked up his videos on YouTube. That he supposedly has so much great things going for him. He has stuff about brutal death metal comedy, in which he wears his own shirt that says his name on it in the shittiest writing possible. He wears like this weird black makeup that starts from down here all the way up to his eyebrows. He has he's a curvy shirt, so I guess that's kind of cool. But then his other videos are labeled as Brad Pitt watches donkey dick porn, black girl nipples are weird and midget porn. A lot of his things are game reviews in which he dresses like he belongs in a fucking juggalo group and wears a lot of chains and black lipstick and black fingernail paint. I'm looking at all this stuff right now. And on a lot of the other game reviews, is the dildo. Yeah, that's there too. I guess that's his strong suit, are dildos. And a lot about anal sex, dead horse feast, butt buddies. I mean, overall, this guy, if I see this guy, or if anyone else sees this guy, don't hurt him physically, but I would never hurt him physically. But if I see this guy, I'm gonna fucking talk to him and talk him down because it's very unacceptable, especially for what he said about Justin, aiming him more than anyone in the whole, anyone like there. No, like if you have a song about what happened to you in your life about emotions, fucking write it. Like if you have something like that, do it. I encourage you. If you make fun of people who look like they have Down syndrome or for their body type, fuck you. Like, society is fucking with your head. And just because you didn't see a band, their whole set, I like Motion. They're a good band, nice guys, and they have a really good set. And Never Met a Dead Man, they're pretty good as well. Bashing on the guy's vocals, fuck you. Scars of Tomorrow, haven't seen them personally, but I believe that they did pretty good. And from what I got from my friend, they sound pretty well. And all the two other bands, Winds of Plague, just because their vocals wasn't there, does not mean that the personality of the band is gone. And Bleeding Through, they're only better because of the girl being in that band? No. So overall, fucking hate this guy. This is unacceptable as to what he did. I'm only doing this video as a Kickstarter, technically. So I can let the word out as to who this Sam Evans kid is. Not saying to go bash on him and like constantly message him on Facebook and call him a faggot. No, I'm not gonna do that. If he sees this, then he sees it. He can contact me if he wants to. Name's Tara Hesson. Tarahesson. Fucker. Want to contact me there? Contact me on Facebook. Look me up. I don't care. But I know this is only to taste of his own medicine. I know that I'm basically doing the same that he did. I'm talking shit, but this is about him hurting people's feelings and just bashing on people. Which is, yeah, I'm bashing on him, but this is just payback, whatever. Anyways, um, I don't want I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah, I fucking hate this kid, and I hope he falls into a hole. That'd be kind of cool. I don't like people like this. And if you guys have not seen the video, or if you guys want to watch it again, look for that dildo and go onto his channel and look at the fucking weird videos that he has. Because he talks about anal sex, butts, people shitting on him, uh, and he talks about porn and porn shit. So, yeah. He's a winner, girls. Go date him. Anyways, I'm done. Later, guys. I got more important stuff to do. All right, have a good one.